All right, sports fans, we have a lot to talk about. Stay tuned after this.
Sports Nights with Jorge.
All right, fans, I hope you're having a lovely Saturday, nice weekend, hot, humid, back to cold weather next week. Anyhow, we have a lot to talk about today. We'll be talking about, yeah, you see the logo right actually there. The Miami Dolphins, the Orioles, a little bit of the Florida Panthers. They're struggling lately, but most of all, Miami Dolphin. We are 2 days away from tampering coming up, and on the 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our free agency. Let me look at this so you guys don't understand. Those that don't understand what the tampering is and the free agency is. So let's get to it real quick. What is the legal tampering period? The NFL tampering periods allow teams to negotiate with the representatives of free agents before the free agents begin. Team cannot directly speak with players, and contracts cannot be signed or finalized until the official start of free agency. That's important, guys, and that starts on March 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. What does free agency begins? Well, it begins on March 11th at 4 p.m. So, which it starts a new league year after year. One March 11, all contracts from 2025 expire are unrestricted free agents and officially signed with their new teams. So you can read the rest. I have it posted there, guys. If you guys don't understand, we'll talk about it. But my concern are the Miami Dolphins. Guys, we have 30 players right now that are free agent. The only one that we signed and we kept was Bonner. We already know that Sanders got cut yesterday. So does Alec Inglo, got cut yesterday. The team is trying to make money and try to get money because of what's coming up, which is the free agency. And of course, Tua, I believe there is no trade for him. There is some speculation out there, some rumors, if you want to call it, that Tua could be traded to the Falcons, to the Jets. Those are just rumors. So if they cut him by June 1st, post June 1st, same thing they do to Bradley Chubbs, Miami will have over 20, probably 22 million cap space money to play with. So the only concern I got is Miami won't be able to sign big players for a longer contract. Restructure, it could happen. We don't know yet. Another player that I'm looking at is Mika. Mika Fitzpatrick will be traded. It could be a draft pick. It could be, a good name player. I think mostly it will be draft pick, to be honest with you. So let's see when it gets there. I know because here comes the tampering, the free agency, and then comes the NFL draft. Now, those of you who are excited with Sullivan, with Solly, whatever you want to call it, and Jeff, guys, I'm okay with Sullivan. But now here comes the real deal. Will he be able to fix this issue in 2020? This issue in 2026. I got something stuck in my tongue. Can he do it? It's a possibility he can or he can't. Okay, maybe we have to wait to 2027, 2028. Who knows? But let me tell you the players and that Miami actually need, and I'm not only players, positions that Miami need to fill uh, through free agency or through the draft. Okay, so let me start by this. This is the offensive players we got right now. We got three quarterbacks: Quinn Ewers, Ken Miller, we just signed him, and then Tua Tagovailoa, which he will not be here. Okay, that is your top three quarterback right now for the Miami Dolphins. Then let's look at the receivers: AJ Henning, Terrence Marshall Jr., Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington, Tahir Washington, Theo Wiz Jr. This is the guy that I want to see the Dolphins give him a chance, opportunity, at least to make this ball club. There's only two receivers here over 6 feet tall. That's Theo Weiss Jr. and that's Terrence Marshall Jr. I'll talk about the draft in a few minutes. Miami's going to have to pick up a taller receiver, a 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", whatever. They need to get it. And then we'll go to another subject, tight end. Tight end, Greg did a good job. The guy we picked up from the Giants, man, I hope they could sign him. Julian Hill, Zach Kuntz, and Coyle Turner. Or Turner. Turner. I apologize if I said the name wrong. We need better tight ends than this. If I keep one, it'll be the first one. Now, Julian Hill didn't have a bad year. Did not have a bad year. So, those are the players that I'll keep. But then, we need help at receiving. We need help in the tight end. And we also have another help in the offensive line, which is the guard. And I'll talk to that in a few minutes. So, let me go to Miami needs, right? So, Dolphin needs before free agency and draft approaches. So these are the main thing that I think the Dolphin need on the offensive side and the defensive side. We need a quarterback. We need a taller receiver. We need a bigger tight end. And we need a guard. I mean, I think we okay with our center Brewer. I have no problem with that. I mean, he's our center. I mean, I think he had a good, decent season. Okay. But Jonah, I mean, I don't know. Can he develop? He had not a great season. Can he help Miami? If they put him back at his right position, that could be a possibility. So those are the things that I'm looking at right now in the offensive side. On the defensive side, cornerback, safety, and an edge rusher. Man, our sack was down again from last year. I mean, even though Chop Robinson didn't have a good year, we traded Jaden Phillip to Philadelphia for a draft pick, which that's going to be the third round that we got. What three first rounder in that round. I mean, right now this is the actual need that Miami need now. Kohu is coming back from injury. Storm Duck is coming back from injury. Give him a shot? I say yes. Probably give him a shot. Give him an opportunity. Right now, that's probably the major weakness of the Miami Dolphins on the defensive side. I'm not worried about linebackers, defensive end with Kenny Grant, even though he had a up and down year, if you want to call it. He's just a rookie, his first year. Zach Sealer had, training him, putting the pressure on himself. Had you call it mediocre year, if you want to call it. So there's things about this team that it's just the piece of the puzzle, right? But Ken Sullivan and Jeff, with the money they got, with the budget they're playing with, let's be honest, with the cap space, I mean, I don't see nothing else that just probably get players that you can sign for a 1 year, 2 year, $1 million, $2 million contract. That's the way I see it. I mean, there's no other way to see it, guys. There's no other way to see it. I could be wrong. And if you guys don't agree or anything, I mean, leave your comments down below, and I'll answer those as I see them. But anything can happen, okay? Let's be honest. Anything can happen. This is the National Football League, but we got to be honest with ourselves, right? So you have to believe what the Miami Dolphins are actually doing. Okay? Do you believe in Sullivan? Yeah, everybody believes in Sully. Do you believe in Jeff? I'm not a believer in Jeff yet. And when I say this, it's a new head coach. It's a first-year head coach. And he's going to have to deal with a lot with his team. On the offensive side, I'm not worried about it. We're good at running backs. I have not have an issue there. But receivers, yes. Tight end, yes. Offensive line, yes. We need help. So I'm not worried about the running back situation. So, with that being said, I'm going to go back for a second. That is your tampering coming up in 2 days, and your free agency coming up, what, 2 days from that date, from the 9th. So, going back to the needs, these are the needs for the Miami Dolphins. Unfortunately, guys, we have to look at this current roster that we got. Why? Because is it going to be a competitive team down the stretch, starting the season? See, we don't know what's going to happen to Tua, right? Everybody's saying Tua, which we've been saying that probably cut by June 1st. And so does Bradley Chubbs. Can we get good players here? Do I feel that players wants to play in Miami? I'm gonna say it looks like we're rebuilding again. You know, if we're gonna do that tanking stuff, remember what happened with Flo? We did a tanking, got the first round, got some good picks, and then after that, we went back downhill. Now remember, Tyreek Hill's gone, receiver. I believe Cedric Wilson will be gone too. I think the Dolphins start cutting all these players as they go down the list and looking at their list right now. But remember, you still got, Jordan Brooks, and he's a restricted free, and he's good too. Quentin Bell. So there's things I see Miami right now they're gonna have to deal with. How can they sign these players? Do they want to stay? Do they want to stay in the rebuilding mode? Because it's gonna be brutal, guys. And I say this in a good way. I don't say this in a negative way. And don't think I'm not positive. I am positive, guys. I'm just trying to tell you guys that don't blow this out of proportion and you think, hey man, wow, we're gonna get this. Listen, if it does and it's a great thing and we make it to the Super Bowl or the playoffs, amen. But you gotta face reality. This is realistic. We just need somebody that wants to take care of the Miami Dolphins the right way in the sense of you want to win. Okay? It's sad what we're seeing now in sports because everything in sports is actually money. It's sad. It is. Okay? It's not no more the love of the game. We know that already. So let me not go there. Let me go back a second. I was going to tell you I was going to talk a couple of things. Let me talk about the World Classic baseball. If you're not watching it, my God, I watched U.S. beat Brazil 15-5 yesterday. They had a total of 17 walks in that game. We had 15 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and Brazil had 5 runs, 6 hits, no error. Judge is the captain. Great game. Lead off 2-run homer in the first inning, and then he picked up an RBI later down the road in the game. So, listen, if you're not watching this, it's fun, man. It's fun when you see these countries play with each other, and it's amazing. So the U.S. do play today, and let me tell you who they play because I was watching the schedule a few minutes ago here. They got Great Britain at 8 o'clock tonight, and then they got Mexico. They're off on Sunday. They got Mexico at 8 o'clock, and then they got Italy on Tuesday. So just have fun with that. Now, going back to the Orioles, guys. The Orioles. This is my concern. The Orioles lost yesterday. I think they're 6-6 with 1 tied in spring training. Record in spring training does not mean anything. I am concerned of the injuries that they're having lately in spring training. So, and by the way, I think the Orioles are playing a split squad today. So they got the Braves, and then they got the Twins at Sarasota. So, and by the way, the Orioles are up 1-0. Rushman is batting right now. So, things that I see like that, guys, and for you to win in the American League East, you got to have pitching. And pitching is one of the things that I'm worried about the Baltimore Orioles, okay? Why? Because here we go again. Now, they got 2 top hitters in the lineup. They're out. We don't know if one's going to be back. I know that Holidays won't be back for opening day. They have a great lineup, but pitching is a plus when it comes uh, in the American League. I mean, even though the American League is a powerful, I mean, you got the Yankees, Toronto, Boston, the Orioles, and the Rays. So that's one of them. One other thing I want to say about the Orioles. I was going to just talk about Dolphins right now. But if you're an Oriole fan, and we'll get to the Orioles down the road, don't worry. Then we got our Florida Panthers. Something I want to say about the Florida Panthers. I don't think they're going to repeat again. Too many injuries. They have lost, what, 4 out of 5? They made a couple of trades. They finally won last night. If I'm quite sure, Kachuk had 3 goals, a hat trick. I will check on that in a few minutes. I'm going to say he did. But like I said, I'm into sports, all the sports, and it's kind of difficult to cover all the sports. But let me get to my scorecard here. But listen, if you like the channel, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Any question about your team, guys and girls, anything you want to ask, it's wide open, man. Just talk about it. I'm not just because I'm an Oriole fan, a Dolphin fan, that doesn't mean I talk about, I talk about every sports, okay? Football, basketball, you name it. It's right there. Even though those are my team right there, you see on this, actually on this side. That's all my team on this side. So let me go to the standings in the NHL. Florida Panthers number 7 right now. They have played 63 games. They are 31-29. They're not having a good season at all. Total points 65. Tampa right now is the team to beat. Tampa is with 80 points, along with Buffalo Sabres. They're at 80. Followed by Detroit 77, Montreal 76, Boston 73, Ottawa 69, Florida 65, tied with Toronto. Okay, and that's in the Atlantic Division. In the Metropolitan, you got Carolina with 86 points, which I'm going to say that is the best. They're 40-16. They're having a great season. You got Pittsburgh Penguins right behind them at 75. You got the Islanders right behind Pittsburgh with 75. Then you got Columbus at 72. Then you got Washington 69, Philadelphia 67, New Jersey 64. And I'm going to say the worst is the New York Ranger with 56 points. So there's still plenty of hockey left, but man, it's going to take a major comeback for the Florida Panther to get back into this race, at least a wild card. If they get into the wild card and they're healthy, they can make a run. But if they don't, then we're talking something else. So that is your hockey. We talk Oriole baseball. We talk about the World Classic. A lot of games. I put some shorts there, guys, so you guys can look at it, watch. I did put some little shorts about the videos about the USA and and teams are playing. I mean, it's fun. If you like baseball, man, I love baseball. Okay, football, I love it too, but football's getting to a point for me now that it's like the money's spoiling everything, man. And so is Major League Baseball, but more in football than baseball right now, because now it's about me, the selfish. It's no more competitive. It's more about the pride and ego. And I'm sorry to say that, guys. And listen, you gotta love the sports. You gotta love what you're doing. I know you're the best, okay. But now, I would like to see, and going back to this thing I want to say about Sullivan and Jeff. Now we want to see as fan what these two guys can do. What are the expectations? What do you see? What do you believe in these two guys? I have no doubts with Sully, because Sully is a good recruiter, a good experience, and sometimes a great resume, right? And you come from a cold city. Now you're coming from a hot weather city, all right? And we could brag and say so many things about the Dolphins. Man, they're going to be better. They needed a change. And yeah, I believe they needed a change. I think Greer time should have been over a long time ago. I think McDaniel should have been left a long time ago. And, but we all also forget about the good things McDaniel did, right? And don't forget when we scored, 60, 70 points against the Denver Broncos. But after that, lights out. All right, so that's where I think McDaniel failed completely. Could not, after scoring the 70 points against the Denver Broncos, okay, there was no point of return there. He did nothing. He didn't change nothing. I mean, his valuation with players were terrible. Like I said, his plays, his play calling was terrible. Let's be honest. It was, okay? Never make any adjustments. Listen, Your players struggle, man, you sit them down, you put somebody in the bench and put them in. All that, unfortunately, hit the fan at the end of the season, last season. And now we're starting from scratch. And I don't know about you fans. I don't mind starting from scratch, but this cannot continue. Because if you see it, it has continued with the last, what, 6, 7 coaches that were here. That trend is continue. And that's my worry with the Dolphin fans right now. The trending of this team. No matter what coach you put, you have Flo. I mean, you had Adam Gase. Oh my God, he's a good coach. He's a good offensive coach. He's this. I'm not going to go by saying every name of the coaches because I really know all of them. But my gosh, what did we did? The best coach is Don Shula. I'm not going to lie to you. But Dave Wannstedt. And he was let go in a winning season and made the playoffs. Figure that one out. Why? Because we are spoiled fans, right? So that's what happens when we are spoiled fans. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm not going to, I'm not going to put my eyes on the Dolphins like, man, they're going to be amazing. They're going to be good. We just don't know. We don't know because the season's not here. We don't know because the draft is not here. We don't know what this team's going to do. And that's something that I'm important. And listen, I'm going to go to the names because I just found Joe Phillum, Tony Sperano, okay? And led the team to the playoffs in 2008, but fired through midseason. Cameron, 1-15 record, the worst in history, in franchise history. Dave Wannstedt, 45-35. The Dolphins made the playoffs twice with a record of 45, and they got rid of the guy. Jimmy Johnson, 1996-1999. Coach for 4 seasons, made the playoff once. My God, Dave Wannstedt made the playoff twice. Then you got Tony Sperano, Joe Phillum with a 28-24 record. Adam Gase, my God. Gase led the Dolphins to the playoff in 2016, but was dismissed after 3 seasons. Then Brian Flores had 2 seasons, but let go after a controversial. You know what happened in Miami. I'll leave it to that. Then we have McDaniel, who currently head coach the Dolphins and led the team to the playoffs twice during his stay in Miami. And now we got Jeff is it Hafley? Let's see what happens. So the Dolphins have 15 head coaches since Don Shula retired. That is incredible, guys. But that is the truth. But I'm going to stay positive. Listen, I want to thank all of you guys that subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, the thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your comment. It's very important to leave your comments, okay? Let me say something about University of Miami before I leave here, especially the basketball team. I know Miami made it to the national champion last year and lost to Mendoza, which is fine. Listen, that's okay. Nobody knew that they were going to go this far, and they made it this far. But the basketball team, even though the basketball team doesn't have the squad, maybe the experience, but these kids are playing heck of a basketball. They could get themselves in the tournament by winning a couple of games. And the baseball team started good. They're 10-2. They're ranked 24th. So things are going good for Miami right now in that sense. So not for the Heat, not for the Panthers. That's another story too. And you see, I'm not a Heat fan. I'm a Laker fan. And I didn't put a Laker there. But anyhow, thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys. Once again, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Once again, we'll also have a membership. Pretty soon I will have membership videos for you guys. I haven't done that. I'm still working on my project that I promised you guys that I was going to do at the beginning of the season. I haven't done it yet. I've been so busy. I've been working a lot. I do have a full-time job. And that's what's holding me back. And that's why I haven't gone live Mondays and Fridays. I came in today and tried to go live. Excuse me. But anyhow, that's all I have for you guys. You guys have a blessed weekend, blessed day. If any updates, anything comes up, I'll let you guys know. Once again, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And thank you for all the love, man. All the love that you guys give to the channel. And listen, the same thing. We're here to support one another, support each other. So, once again, fins up, and let's see what happens on free agency date and tampering. You guys take care. Have a nice one.